Welcome back, Pahadi David's live stream on YouTube. Bad internet since 15 minutes, excuse me. I just rebooted, turned off, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what happens, yeah? Oh. I don't think there are any viewers at the moment. If there are, send me a message. Send me a message, please. Welcome to Pahadi David's live stream. Serious internet problems. I just turned off, rebooted, blah, blah, blah. Anybody listening, anybody watching this, send me a message, please. Oh, thanks for coming to the live stream. Serious internet problems, but it's settled since 3 minutes. Hi, Chanakya. How are you? Welcome back to Pahadi David's live stream. 33% England, 33% Australia, 34% Himalayan Pahari, mountain man by residence. How are you, Chanakya? I hope you can stay. We've got serious internet, a bit of rain around, a bit of thunder. How are you, man? How are you going? How are you keeping these days? I think you must be very, very busy, are you? Is that the situation in the last few weeks? Good luck to you. Stay busy. Stay busy. You're good? You're fine? That's good. That's good news. Wow. If you've got a bit of spare time, have a look at yesterday's 2 installments of live streams. Quite entertaining in parts. Quite entertaining in parts, Chanakya. Quite entertaining. That's all I say. There are many different types of human beings, aren't they, on this planet? Wow. I'm learning that every day, even at 76. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, if you're watching there, I just turned the stream off for 12 minutes. A serious internet problem. It's better at the moment. You stopped itching, did you? That's good news. A false alarm, I see. Do you mean like some sort of existential restlessness or something like that? If so, then I know the feeling. Yup, I see. Well, I'm doing okay here, Chanakya. The last few months, the live stream response is steady. It's steady. It's steady. Still one night a week off. Currently, Wednesday nights off. It's steady. It's okay. Um, a small regular number of viewers. Others who come and go regularly, and many others who have left. I haven't seen them for months. Um, we've cleared up in the last 10 days. We've cleared up some obstructions. For a long time, Chanakya, a lot of the texts were based on BCE, the British colonial era. The big R word, we know what that is, the big R word, the big social, the big security blanket word, religion, yeah, and politics. So we're trying to move away from that now. Yes, obstructions. Too much time spent on those. And quite often in the last few weeks, people repeatedly sending negative messages. But you see, I can't just delete everybody off the channel. One of the reasons I do it is the channel is to reach the 4,000 live stream watch hours. We got a lot of subscribers, so I have to think of that too, and people say India's the biggest democratic country on the planet. So we're clearing up some things. If some of you viewers are learning English, namaste to you from the Himalayan India, Pahadi David, Mountain David. Why Mountain David? Because I've spent half of my lifetime coming and going in the Himalayas, Nepal and India. The other half of the life basically in England and Australia, although I think much more Australian now. And if you're learning English, please look on my channel and you can scroll right down. If you speak an Indo-Aryan language using the Devanagari script, you must know what the Devanagari lipi is. If you speak Hindi, Pahari, Nepali, Gujarati, Bengali, Gujarat, Sanskrit, yeah? So I prepared those 16 videos. Just scroll right down to the last, and they are based on the Devanagari English spelling and pronunciation system, using your perfectly constructed Devanagari system to write English words, and especially to explain difficulties in English, Chanakya, yes. As an Indian, you know the feeling of seeking a validation from a British YouTuber. Yeah. This is often in my mind. I try to watch it closely. I'm only human. I have my needs. You see, when people, when it's selective, Barbara, you see, people who stay a lot of time on a live stream are contributing to the 4,000 magic live stream watch hours, Char Hajar, which is very important, but not everything. If you look at yesterday's double installment of live streams, we all had a lot of fun last night, right up until 12 midnight, 12:30. A lot of fun. Sometimes people stick their necks right out, and they're promoting a product from their big R subject side, and I have a bit of fun with that. I don't try to rub their noses into the dirt, but if they're trying to promote the big R subject, especially from this side, they're trying to promote that. in an area of the world which is basically Hindu and Muslim, old language, old religions. Hinduism very old. They're trying to sell that subject, trying to sell that product here in South Asia. I like to have a bit of fun with them. Now, if you have a look at last night's two installments, full of fun, full of action, humour. I let myself go a few times. Yeah. Uh, so, yeah, I have to be selective, but I got to think about that. If they want to stay 1 or 2 hours, even a bit of light spamming, it's helping the channel grow on one level, Char Hajaria. But Chanakya, in recent weeks, we've been getting increasingly more people, too much pushing of the same subject on the BCE, colonial, religion, politics. And then it starts to get personal, and then they start to attack each other, and people are leaving, you see. So it's difficult to be selective, but it's working, yeah. Yes, last night was a rip-roaring. I see, Chanak. I think you're replying to have a look at the. You're definitely going to watch it. The only problem with recorded live. Recorded live. Do you mean the repeat, the replay? You won't be able to see the questions. So when you watch what I call the replay of a live stream, you can't see the questions? No, Vivek, I've never been to Laos, Cambodia. Yes, I lived in Sri Lanka, lovely, one of the world's loveliest islands. It was 50 years ago. The southern part, especially the hills, going back up to about 7,000 feet. I love Sri Lanka. I loved everything about it. Then, about that time, they started to have the huge internal struggles with the LTTE, Tamil Tigers. That's all finished now. Then the last few years, very serious economic situation. I think some mismanagement and just a reflection of the world economy struggles, you know. I see, Chanakya, on the replay of live streams, you can't see the questions. You can't see the texts. Hi, Super Cyan. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. Thanks for coming back on our live stream. Yash Rai Films. That's interesting. You other viewers may like to talk to Yash Rai Films, Super Cyan. He's into making films. Yes, Vivek, that's right. Ceylon was the old European name. There's a third name also, a very interesting name. Serendipity. Serendipity, possibly from Sanskrit or Arabic. Serendipity. Dippy, dweep, I don't know. Seren looks like serene, doesn't it? Peaceful. But I'm only guessing there. No, Serendip is the third name. That's it, Super Sign. Yeah, I remember you as Yashrai. That's nice, Chanakya. Hey, wow. One more convert. I've discovered in the last couple of weeks, Chanakya, I moved away from brew coffee for a few weeks. Then I came back. Somebody said, David, don't be a conjuice. Don't be a conjuice about the amount of coffee you put in there. 2 rupee packet of brew coffee is not enough. For me, midstream at 8 in the break, I need 2 packets, 4 rupees of brew coffee, very strong, And you know it's made from real coffee and a a similar sort of coffee tasting Ayurvedic bean called chicory. Chicory. The Hindi name begins with ko. Can't remember it. And yeah, now I'm quite happy with it. Now on my budget, I'm not poor, but I'm not rich. Chanakya, the Nescafe, and that's just the cheaper instant coffee. Nescafe, time tried and tested, famous, very tasty. Nescafe, now about 280 rupees for 50 grams, Barbary Barb. I can't afford that. Oh, is that right, Vivek? Ceylon came from Sheel, which is a Buddhist word. What does that mean? Please tell me. Ah, now Chanakya is an etymologist like myself. On the amateur level, I must say myself. Serendipity comes from the old Persian tale, The Three Princes of Serendip. Serendip was an old name for Sri Lanka, derived from Arabic Sarandib. Is that deep as in deep, deep, dweep, island, continent, island? Sarandib. Now, what does Sarandib, please? I can't get onto the etymology site at the moment. I'll mess up this stream, you know. Yeah, Vivek, what does shield mean from the Buddhist side? Chanakya. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Without the spike and then the letdown of the caffeine, you know, it's nice. Nescafe damages your gut. It's just too tasty, isn't it? There must be some chemicals in that. Acha Vivek, Shield, long, is it Shield? If it's Shield, I don't mind Vivek, I would spell more phonetically Shield, Sheel. It's a foreign word to English, I know that. But I myself, I'm a little bit of an expert on phonetics, Sheel. You don't see it spelt with a double I. No, no criticism, right? Acha Chanakya. Sinhala Dweepa, island of the Sinhalese. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Sinhala becomes Saran, does it? Sinhala becomes Saran or not? Acha, Sheel, Pragya, Samadhi. Wow. Vivek, you've got some good knowledge of Sanskrit, haven't you? You lucky man. You lucky man. Fair enough, Chanakya. Fair enough. That's right. Sons of Lion. That's right. Yeah. It's interesting to see if we look back several thousand years, Mr. History, Vivek, out of this window or out of that window, I like that, about where they came from originally, the Sinhala, the Sinhalese, and the Tamils. It's pretty obvious. If you look at archaeology, look at old records, and you look at languages, migration, that the Tamil, it looks pretty obvious they came from one place and one place only. Look at the languages, look at the record, blah, blah. And that place is South Sumeria. South Sumeria, along the ocean, along the rivers. Dravidian language. Tamil's a Dravidian language, no doubt about that. And that they migrated to the southeast there to South India and Sri Lanka especially. Yeah, a good amount of time ago. It's interesting if you don't know it that The LTTE, the Liberation Tamil Tigers of Elam, double E-L-A-M, Elam, no longer existing now. Elam was the name of the name they gave their own homeland. The Tamils apparently came from the old land of Elam in South Sumeria, and the capital was called Susa, S-U-S-A. In this local language, Susa means chili, Susa. Oh, ooh, Susa, but that's another story, yeah? Yeah, Susa, capital of Elam, and that's why the LTTE, the Tamil Tigers, called themselves the Liberation Tamil Tigers of Elam. Clever name, yeah? That's all proved, Tamils, that's 99% sure. But where did the Sinhalese come from? The sons of lions, where did they come from? My uneducated guess is from the same area, different part of Sri Lanka, huh? But that's only my uneducated guess. Vivek, David, you can't decode the future unless you know. Is that what you mean, Vivek? You can't decode the future unless you know the past. Yeah, the real past. That's right, Asmita. That's a lot of talk about that. Yeah, Rawan's Lanka. Maybe the Sinhalese didn't come from anywhere. Hey, that can only mean one thing, Asmeet. The Sinhalese originated from Serendib. Yeah, Sri Lanka. Ahmad. Hey, David Beckham. Wow. Sometimes people call me that, Ahmad. How are you? Salam, namaste. How are you going? All right? Have you put that subject behind you? If you've put that subject behind you, Ahmad, the door is open for us to have a very, very good, healthy friendship. A good, healthy friendship. If you're prepared to completely put that behind you, and I use the word put it behind you in a very advised way, okay? Yeah, you know what I mean. Put it behind you and let's have a nice, healthy, normal, appropriate relationship on live stream, Ahmad. And other people, welcome back to Ahmad. And everything starting from a clean piece of paper today, Ahmad. A clean piece of paper. Oh, I've heard this story, Asmeet. This is talking about huge ocean rises after that current ice age was finishing. Things got warmer. The ice has melted in the high mountains and glaciers. Oceans rising. Yeah. Then another ice age where the reverse happened. Yeah. On the western side, Atlantis, what ocean Atlantis was in, if it was a true story, yeah, all quite possible. All quite possible. Priyam, hi Priyam, nice to see your name again. Priyam, aap kaise ho? Sab theek thak hai? Khana kha liya? Aaj ka mausam kaisa? Huh? The climate fine on that side? Yeah, I've been to Darjeeling. I lived there 1 month. Oof. 1981. I lived in winter season. Yeah, listen to this. I had a little experiment with cold water bathing yoga. Cold water bathing yoga in the middle of the damn Himalayan winter. And in those days, they were real Himalayan winters. Holy moly, bapri bap. Yeah, I stayed in a hotel and I insisted every day, even when it was snowing. I went into the bathroom, closed all the doors and windows, and it made it 3 or 4 degrees warmer, I think. Cold water bathing, and I'd eat like an elephant from that incredible cold water bathing. The yoga, I'm not so sure about the yoga, but the cold water was incredible for my health. After, even in the snow, if it was snowing outside, I wouldn't feel that cold. I had one layer of clothes all over the body, but I called it cold water yoga, Tandapani yoga. Yeah, I know a bit of a connection, Sri Lanka, Lanka, Ramayana, and all this. I've heard about that. Raman, Kumbhakaran. One of my favourite stories, Kumbhakaran. I love it, I love it, I love it. And Makanchur, Krishnaji. They are my two favourite stories. And Vivek, you know, it's the deep, deep meanings behind those stories, isn't it? The deep, deep meanings inside those stories, beyond the physical. Yeah, am I right? Yeah, Priyam, I loved Darjeeling at that time. I did a 5-day trek from Darjeeling with a porter just after a big snowfall up to Sandakpur, near the border of the Nepal-Indian border. Sandakpur, 12,000 feet, amazing view from there. Wow. I see, Vivek. Previously, the Buddhists used to put Singh behind their name. Yeah, that's interesting. New messages, new messages. Excuse me, Janaka, I don't quite understand. Maybe a typing error or something. Steve Jobs, yeah. You now this doesn't don't mind. It doesn't make sense to me. Clear it up. You can maybe a typing error. You can see the future unless. Now you can't say you can see the future unless. But you can say you cannot see the future unless. Is that what you mean? Yeah, I understand what you're saying basically. Devendra, Devendra Rajput, nice message. Thanks, Devendra. Namaste. Kia hal hai? Sab theek thak hai? Brother-in-law. Shabash. Binju. Binju Parima. Hey, Baba ho. Shabash. I'm still living in Korsani, Devendra. Another 3 weeks in Korsani. Then, because of my Indian visa, short story, I must live outside of India for 1 year, then come back again for 1 year continuously. Where are you living, man? Where are you living? Binju? Vivek, Anuradha, daughter of the great King Ashok, spread Buddhism in Ceylon. Ah, that's interesting. Wow, wow, wow. I see, Vivek. This is very interesting. New knowledge for me. Saka Muni Gautam Buddha was called Lion Man. Their followers were the sons of lions. They put Singh behind them. I see, behind their names. Ha ha ha. Can't open the real history. Rakshit. Oh, thanks for coming back, Rakshit. Rakshit, please send that message again, my message, because I had to interrupt the live stream, reboot, internet, catch, eh? Now, Rakshit's asking, sir, I was thinking, how come the people of Afghanistan speak Hindi? Well, their national languages don't include Hindi. If any Afghanis are speaking Hindi, maybe they've returned from working in India. Or maybe the Taliban are helping Afghanistan move slowly into the 21st century, very gently, by allowing Hindi films. Not too sexy, the Hindi films, but maybe they're allowing that in Afghanistan now. Slowly bringing Afghanistan into the modern world. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. I show greatest king, yeah, really, wow. Oh, thanks, Rakshit, that's great, good. That's it, it's on there. Wow, gee, wow, chamatkar ho gaya, Raksh. Now, oh, Kamlesh, that's beautiful. Now listen to Kamlesh's message. Now, Kamlesh, मैं पुराना मुसाफिर हूँ, मैं बेवकूफ नहीं हूँ. Now listen, Kamlesh, I have a strong feeling by the tone and the feel. Oh, I mustn't say that too strongly. I have a strong feeling. Oh, no, I don't have a strong feeling, Kamlesh. I have an intuition that you're not really Kamlesh Singh. Are you related to Ahmad by any chance? मैं पुराना मुसाफिर हूँ यहाँ, मैं बेवकूफ नहीं हूँ. मेरा रेडार अरे यार ऐसा मत करो. मेरा रेडार बहुत तेज है. I got a strong smell, a strong feeling that you're actually Ahmad in alias form. You are, aren't you? You are very clever, Ahmad. Very clever. How many more YouTube IDs are you going to create? Now listen to this. I'll only read this one time, and as I'm reading it, I'll hide my face, okay? I'll hide my face. This is from Kamalesh Singh. Actually, David, now listen to everybody to this. And this is a male. Apparently, he's a fellow male. You can't see my face, can you? Actually, David, every time I watch your live stream, I find myself falling for you. Some sort of attraction, magnetic attraction, is it? David, you are incredibly attractive and handsome. Well, Kamlesh Singh. Um, I don't know what to say, Kamlesh, but believe me, Kamlesh, let's get this straight. Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. Let's get this straight. Now, look, let's clear up any misunderstandings here. Any sort of love between us, Kamlesh, can only ever be. Do you remember the famous Greek philosopher? The famous Greek philosopher? On weekends, Plato, you know about Plato? Platonic love? Yeah, platonic love means non-sexual activity, right? Now, Kamlesh, please understand. Are you sitting down on your little backside? Areyar. Any love between us can only be purely platonic, Kamlesh. Only purely platonic, okay? Plato was a great Greek philosopher. Mondays to Fridays, he worked 24 hours a day in his little office in Athens, the capital of Greece, as a well-known philosopher. No internet, no Android phones in those days. And on the weekends, Mr. Plato, the great philosopher, had a full relaxation mode on the weekends, and he played in goal. He was the goalkeeper for Athens United soccer team. Football, football, yeah. Now, Kamlesh, please never send me such a message like that, okay? It is impossible. Platonic love is the only love I know between males. It's the only love I know. Please reply to this message, okay? Now that I've got that off my chest, Hey, Zara, where are you? Wandering soul, please give me some support. I've got my back against the wall. Well, no, that's what I mean. I've literally got my back against the wall. They're coming for me again, Zara, Wandering soul, Rakshit. They're coming for me again. Sometimes I wish I was just really ugly. Sometimes I wish I was really ugly and I wouldn't have to deal with such messages from fellow males because I don't know anything about that, okay? Right. Now, I hope you're all laughing on that side, are you? Now, the live stream's just starting to warm up. It may even be funnier than last night. Chanakya. Now, Chanakya, talk with Vivek. Vivek, talk with Chanakya. You both know about Indian history. I'm an ignorant European. I really don't know much about in Indian history. The Europeans all think that there's only one history, and it's called European history. Everything revolves around Europe, you know. But not me. I don't think like that. Who's a more effective ruler and empire builder? Many would argue Raja Chola one. All right, it's in your hands. Vivek, Sangamitra, and Anuradha, as per different records from. All right, I don't know anything about that. Chanakya, you were so charming, David, just like 007. And now, please don't you start on me, Chanakya. I got my back against the wall, believe me, and I say that advisedly. I've got my whole back against the wall. You know what I'm saying. And don't you start with these suggestive comments. Please, Chanakya, I can't handle it, okay? All right? Now, Vivek. Yeah, Vivek's staying right out of this. But look, we're getting plenty of viewers tonight, plenty of viewers. I must be doing something right. Vivek, all the people from Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bakaristan, Uzbekistan were once Buddhist under the great King Kanishka. Okay, I believe you. Oh, now, Rakshi, thanks for some. No, you're not joking. You're not joking. You're serious. Rakshit's saying, for my protection, he wishes that Kamlesh was a young old woman. Well, I could look at a young old woman, nice firm body, white teeth, slim, not fat, slim, talks very softly. Rasoi ki samragi yaar. Ah, tab tak single rahunga. No, I know you're only joking. No, Chanakya. Platonic love is the way to go these ways. Platonic love is the way to go these days. Platonic love. If you're not in a relationship, okay, there's only one alternative, platonic love. Then you'll become a PCE like me. Then you'll become a PCE like me and a growing number of other people. PCE? Population control expert. Yeah. We won't say anything about rabbit breeders here tonight on this live stream, okay? No comments on rabbit breeders until tomorrow night, okay? Thanks. People who've been watching this live stream for a few months, they know exactly what I'm saying. Rabbit breeding, oof. They breed like rabbits. They breed like rabbits. How can you say that in Hindi? Khargosh. No, Chanakya, platonic love is not overrated and materialistic. Far from it. Far from it. That's all right, Kamalesh. I think you are Kamalesh, aka also known as Ahmad. Ahmad. Yeah, I think so. I got a strong feeling about that. The way you type on the page, the way you move your fingers, Okay, the way you move those little fingers. Yeah, you're bouncing with joy, aren't you, as you write it? No, seriously, Kamesh, that's all right. Yeah, please, no more suggestive homosexual take. I, I, that subject is a foreign language to me, a total foreign language. Believe me. Uh, yeah, you can enjoy my handsome face. I know that, my red face, eh? And how I look under my red cap. All right, don't say that, David. Now, all right, now. Veer Cyber Warrior. Hi, Veer. David, my boy. You always call me your boy. You must be older than 76, are you, Veer? Veer, are you older than 76? Well, good luck to you. Keep taking your Shilajit every day, man. Now, Veer, are you a sort of an IT person or something? Rakshit, is that something like a honey trap? Oh, I think honey trap's strictly male to female, isn't it? Strictly honey trap always is male to female, is it? The old tried and tested algorithm that never fails. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to say that again. I like that. Rakshit, doesn't honey trap mean male to female strictly? The old tried and tested, conservative but proven by time algorithm that always works or almost always works. Sort of fits in together naturally, you know what I mean? Personalities and things like that. Yeah, I think that's what it means. Anyhow, let's have some feedback on that. Yes. Now, Chanakya the philosopher, Chanakya the Darshanik, yeah, wow, wow, wow. Chanakya says, now I hope everybody understands this, love that does not elevate consciousness becomes attachment. It's on a lower level, regardless of whether it's romantic or platonic. Oh, that's quite a mouthful. I'll think about that. Hi, Alfred de Souza. Alfred de Souza. Indian greeting, namaste to you. Obrigado, muito bem. Muito bem. Ah, obrigado. Wow, wow, thank you. There's a little bit of Portuguese in your name, Alfred. Alfred de Souza. Alfred da Souza. Or maybe Spanish, I don't know. Yeah, I lived in South America nearly 1 year when I was a young Murga. Nice to come back to see your name again, coming back from Australia, Alfred de Souza. Wow, wow, wow. Chanaki, you think it started itching again, do you? Well, look, the word it has a myriad of meanings. The word it has like about 6 billion and 4 lakh meanings, the word it. So I'll leave that right alone, Chanaki. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I'm fine, thanks, Alfred. Had a nice day today. Pinakeshwar, Korsani Super Top. Do we live near each other, Pinakeshwar? Pinakeshwar, the human, I mean. Do we live near each other? Please remind me. I don't know. We're going back 3 months now. Father was the principal in Korsani Inter College. Your name begins with Kailash, Terias, Ko, something. That's nice. It's nice to see your name again, Alfred. How are you going these days? You're getting like in the first month of winter now there, is it? Oh, oh. Music for you. Well, you're coming right into the subject, right into the center of it. Thank you, music for you. Um, um, yeah, I find it hard to accept direct, suggestive, or blatantly sexual expressions from males. I just can't. It doesn't absorb into my mind or anything like that at all. I don't accept it. It feels strange. It feels strange. It feels alien, alien. And may I say, don't want to hurt your feelings, Kamalesh. It feels unnatural. It feels unnatural to me. Yeah, but I'm glad you appreciate that. You respect that, Kamalesh. And let's keep all further comments above the table. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, nice message from you, music for you. You explained it very well. Only affection and emotion. That's right. Now, now. Oh, it's nearly 8 o'clock, Barb. Yeah, as you know, Alfred, I've been away from Australia continuously forever and ever now, since 23 years. I retired about 20 years ago from over here, Indian Himalayas, yeah. Oh, you like some of those videos, do you, Alfred? Yeah, I have a little talent for humour, you know. I have to control. Being originally British, um, the British are the benchmark for sarcasm, keeping a straight face. And I've got some negative feedbacks from that about my sometimes sarcastic streak. So, which videos did you like falling off the chair? Which ones were they there? Falling off the chair, that's right. That's very clever. That's very funny, Chanakya. Alfred, if you like humour, look at Chanakya's messages. Look at this. I don't fully understand what sort of itch Chanakya's got. There are various types of itches. There are. Oof. Uh, anyhow, I mean, spiritual itch, financial itch, uh, lustful itch, um, just a medical itch on the skin, you know. So, but Chanakya, the idea lodged itself in my neural network like a splinter. It didn't hurt enough to remove, but it itched enough to change how I thought. Beautiful. Wow. Alfred, there are many more. I think I've got about, you can see on my YouTube channel here, about 400 videos, probably at least 250 current and previous live stream videos going back to November, and the other about 100 are just videos, fun videos, series talks, talking in Kumaoni language and Hindi, a little bit of dancing, singing like that, you know. Um, have a look at some more. Have a look at some more. There's a very recent one, just very fresh right now, called Babali Mus. Babali Mus means in these languages problem mouse, problematic mouse, troublesome mouse. And it's a very, very simple, cheap, and very clever mousetrap, a little mousetrap device prepared by Yogesh Gupta, who can hear me talking at the moment here. The other side of that door, on another planet. He lives on another planet, a natural other planet, not drug induced. He does yoga and spends a few minutes every day on his mobile also. Yeah. So there you go there. Alfred de Souza, how do you compare British humour to Australian? Well, when I was last in Australia, I think Australian humour generally can be more raw than British humour. Am I right there? More raw? Even more down to earth, even. What do you do there? You're working there, Alfred, in Cairns? What are you doing there? Yes, Mayank. Oh, hi, Mayank. Nice to see you again. Namaste. Kia hal hey aap kaise ho? Yes, I had several pets when I was a young man, Mayank. Several pets. Several pets at different times. Yeah, I was always very faithful. I say that in a nice way. Ah, Chanakya, Desi humour. Look, unfortunately, I mean, I've lived over here in the Himalayas long periods, half of my life, but unbelievably, I'm not really that much fluent in Hindi. It's part laziness, part also because each time I went back to Australia and worked, but mainly I think because I've always been interested in studying a number of other languages, so I've never become totally focused on Hindi. Therefore, I really don't know much about Desi humour. Some of the humour from Bihar state is pretty raw, Bihari humour. Yeah, I rather like some of that. I'm a down-to-earth person, and some of the humour they're pretty. Some of the music is certainly on the raunchy side. Raunchy, yeah, raunchy. If I'm using the word right. Mayank, I can't tell you too much about those four lovely pets that I had between the ages of 16 to 31. You know the expression in English, petting? Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not actually talking about dogs or cats. I'm talking about petting. Vivek, do people use AI to type messages? Somebody asked that the other night. I don't know. I don't know. Vivek, David, sometimes I'm surprised how people use such grammatically correct fancy English, difficult to comprehend. Oh, look, for a native English speaker, it's natural for me to want to see grammatically correct English. Maybe this is my weakness. And I was a champion speller in school, never beaten, undefeated. So I'm a little bit conservative and that about spelling and grammar. Um, but people can criticize my Hindi speaking also. Why not, you know? And I always say, don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. That's right, Mayank, being petted and petting your lover and being petted by your lover. That's right. We're not talking about pets or dogs or cats. I see, Vivek. Thanks. I did take that about my approach to English. I'll read your message again, David. Sometimes I'm surprised how people difficult to comprehend. Do you mean you find it difficult to comprehend when English is expressed on a very high, refined level? Is that what you mean? Oh, well, of course it would be. You have a very nice grasp of Vivek of English, very nice, a very high level. But because you don't speak English 24 hours of the day, you haven't reached the very high level. My Hindi is far from perfect. It's all about how much English do you need from day to day? How much? Not the full quantity. How much Hindi do I need from day to day? Not the full quantity. Mm. Oh, Mayank, I have some memory of that English teacher TV show, Ethnicity. Yes, I do. I do. I remember one or two, like a guy from Pakistan living in England and a guy from India. We Westerners especially love when guests come and live in our Western countries. We especially love the way that South Asians use English, and we especially love the way that Africans also use English. We love it. It's not in a bad way. We just love it. It's like if I'm talking Hindi and I make some mistakes, and people say, "Wow, wow, wow, that's funny. That's funny. Listen to that." It's not. It's funny, but it's that's all it is. It's fun, you know. Rakshit remembers it. Yeah, that was great, that show. You see, I never use highly complicated English. Why? Of course I don't. Because for many of you people, English is not your first language. But some people on this live stream, their English is better than mine. Yeah, some English speaking people here are better, they're using better English than I speak. That's right, Rakshit, girlfriends. Not actually as pets. No, 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 no. That's degrading. We're getting into the subject of girlfriends, boyfriends, and petting. That's what I'm saying. Let's be clear, please. Yeah. Hi, Primeback. Nice to see your name again, Primeback. How are you? Namaste. Kia hal hai? Sab ठीक ठाक है? Shabash. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah. Well, let's have a little break in 5 minutes. Please send your last messages now. And if you got time, please come back at 9 p.m., yeah? Yes, my guys, just having a bit of fun. Not having fun with you, just making a little bit of light humor, I suppose you could call it. Yeah. I had many, many years ago in Australia a lovely, beautiful cat, like not Australian cat from outside Australia, lived with us for a few weeks in the middle of Sydney, a lot of traffic, lovely, beautiful cat. I kept it very clean, no insect, no fleas on it. And one night, a knock on my door about midnight. David, some really bad news.